Hey everyone, it is Larry here at LC Model Shipbuilding, and this episode's not really going to be about a ship. We're going to actually do something a little bit different than ships for once, and we're going to do a car. So I'm obviously in the middle of Titanic, if you've been watching our channel. I'm still building Titanic, obviously. I'm not even halfway through it, but kind of want to take a break and move on to a car build here in the very near future. So um, I'm a car buff, I guess you'd say. I don't know. I own two Pontiac Fieros, I own two Mustangs, and I own a Shelby Cobra replica car that I built all of them in real life, real cars. So cars are something that are really, really fun for me, and I've always loved this car. When I've gone to car shows, when I've seen these cars, always been one of my favorites out there. So this is the 79 kit, like I said, but we're going to turn it into the Smokey and the Bandit car. So on Facebook, there's a 79 to 7778 conversion Trans Am Facebook page where I found a conversion kit made by a gentleman, a couple gentlemen, but it's put out by Cameron Model Mods, and their link will be on the bottom here. And we're just going to kind of review the parts right now. I'm going to show them off. They're really well printed. They've put a lot of time and effort into designing these. There's probably been 3 or 4 different renditions of the front end now, and they've landed on a part now that is fitting up really nice, really well made, gives the look of the car, and really they've done a really good job in trying to make sure that the kit that you buy will end up being something that resembles the 1977-78 Smokey and the Bandit car. You can get the kit for $100. $100 to make the conversion kit. That's pretty good. I mean, when it comes down to it, because it has a couple little add-ons on there too, to help give the front and the back end that perfect look from the Smokey and the Bandit car. So without further ado, we're going to just kind of unpack this box. I'm going to show what it is, all that kind of stuff, and then I'm going to go through the parts that you get for the conversion from Cameron at Cameron Model Mods. So like I said, the link to both of them will be at the bottom. If you're interested in this build coming in the very near future, please make sure you subscribe, and thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, before we get into the 3D parts, I just kind of want to go through the actual kit. So this is the Revell kit. It has been remade several times throughout the years. It used to be a monogram kit, and I don't know, there's versions of it that go way back, so like back to early 80s. So anyway, the directions that come in this are absolutely fantastic in color. I mean, that's a wow. Definitely impressed with that. Total kit is only 160 some pieces, but you know, you're talking a huge kit. So the tires alone are that big, so those are the tires. Lots of chrome. We got our window glass in here, and the modification kit that we're going to use will allow us to use the kit headlights, which is kind of cool. Let's see, we got our wheels there. I do believe somebody's repopping them too, but I gotta check into that more. Not repopping, but making. There you got your seats and interior pieces. And then down here we got our engine transmission assembly. Looks like the rear end's in there. Basically, you got your K-member there, heads. So that's all your engine components mainly. Looks like our those probably are our calipers, not calipers, I'm sorry, rotors. Looks like we got our fan there. Then down here you got your exhaust system. Looks like the inner parts of the tires. And then over here, regular kit wise, you got your front end and your tail end, and I'm going to keep that out a minute because we'll compare that with the other one here. And then you have your body and your interior bucket. I'm not going to pull that out right now because it's actually packed in here halfway decent, and I'm not starting this one just yet, so I just don't want to get anything like kind of mixed up and lost and all that good stuff. So I'm going to put the box back in here, aside from that front end part there. And we're going to look over here a minute at our kit version front end, which this would have been the 79, and then we're going to look at our 70, 77, 78 Smokey and the Bandit version, just as a comparison. Alright, so there's our kit one. Oh, we got our hood there. Shaker scoop too, that's in here, so sweet. Alright, so first up, this is our front end. Now, that obviously is significantly different. So, oops, I have it upside down, sorry. Significantly different, but you can see they even got the Pontiac logo marking in there for us. Correct louvers down at the bottom there, and our headlight buckets are obviously different. So there is a fix for that. Not fix, but a part for that. But you can see the print out on this. We're gonna have to sand it, obviously. Not a big deal. Once we get that nice and smooth, you'll never ever know that this was 3D printed. We'll get it primered up and it will be glass paint. So it's just going to take a little bit of shaping with some sandpaper, but nothing major there. Very well printed. It's nice and heavy. I mean, like thick. You can see it's not going to flex or break or crack or anything like that, because it is actually quite thick. So very well printed. Next up, we have our rear bumper cover. I don't know if you'd call it a cover back then. Now they're a bumper cover. But as you can see, completely different design and shape to it. Yeah, they did a nice job getting that mimicked in comparison. So obviously, if you were building the kit, you know, that looks a whole lot different, being 2 years newer than this one. So again, a little bit of sanding, but nothing major there. This will be, you know, pretty straightforward to get onto the body. Now, other stuff that comes with this little kit here. All right, you have your 77 grills. So these are our headlight grills, and they basically just slide right in there. All right, so that gives us the look already significantly more. So that's pretty, oops, that is pretty awesome. I love it. Just already has that look. So great looking front end. This car had an iconic front end. So there's that. Next up, we have our tail lights and lenses. So gives you new buckets for them. And then you even get the lens, and they are molded in clear, which is great. Not molded, but printed in clear, which is great. So they just kind of chill right there, obviously. And along with that are the masks for painting. So you can get the look and make sure you have it correct and get your red in there and still have your black. So very cool that these are provided, because taping off that would be a real pain. So happy to see that. Awesome. Okay. Okay, next up, there's a 78 version of grill. So you can decide if you want to go 77 or 78. Now these are very slightly different, but they are different. So that obviously goes there, and that goes there. And basically what's different in these are the grills. So you can kind of see them in there versus the honeycomb that's in this one, in the 77 version. So very subtle change, but it's there. So very cool. Next up, we have the side vents that go in the side of the car and the screens for them. So there's that. So, wait, I'm sorry, that's the screen for the side vent fender. Okay. And then the front turn signals marker with buckets. Okay, so that's the front turn signals. So that goes down in here. I read that wrong. So they go down into there. And then we have the license plate holder, both front and back. So that is all of the external pieces. Now there's some additional pieces for the inside. So I'm going to put this part away a minute and go grab the internal pieces because I have them in a different bag. And I will be right back and we'll show off them a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Our next little bag of goodies, we get a CB antenna. So that guy will go in there and we'll make an antenna out of it. You get a CB radio and microphone. So that is pretty awesome. And this is molded in, I'm sorry, I keep saying molded. This is printed in clear, so you can illuminate this from the back after you get it painted up, which we will be doing. And that's your CB radio right there. So you can kind of see the little buttons are there and all that good stuff, and very good, sharp, defined lines. Sorry, I was trying to get focus there. The microphone here, and then we'll use a little coil of some sort to simulate the wire. You get a little hat. So you get a Smokey and the Bandit hat, and that can kind of sit on the passenger seat or whatever you want to do with it. But there it is. So all of this is available at CameronModelWorks.com. Also available on the 77, 78, I'm sorry, the 79 to 77, 78 Trans Am Conversion Facebook page, which both websites will be linked on the bottom down here in the description. So if you're interested in making a Smokey and the Bandit car, highly recommend that you go head on to the website and get that. I'm planning to start building this one probably in the next month or so, maybe less. I'm in the middle of Titanic right now. I'm not going to have Titanic done, but I want to kind of do something different in the meantime just for fun. So we're going to go on to the Trans Am and get at it a little bit. So make sure you subscribe, like, tune in, and we're going to have some fun with this one. So looking forward to building it, and we'll see you all soon.